how is it going? It's the Fuzz, and the first Fuzzybolt Master Challenge has concluded. Me versus Lorenthiel, and I have to say, it was actually kind of good. It was interesting to try out some decks. So basically how we did it was, we chose our heroes first, and then we did our card bans. So that's basically how I'm going to do this video. I'm going to go over the heroes that we chose, some of the reasoning, and then I'm going to go over the decks that I built, and then we're going to get into the game. So if you just want to skip straight to the games, I put a timestamp in the description, so just go ahead and do that. That's fine. Otherwise, let's get going. So for my first pick, since I'm the challenger, I'm kind of the first player, I chose Basic Darius, and I did this because I feel Basic Darius is kind of the most flexible of the heroes. You can adapt him to build a lot of different things, even if those things might not be as specialized as a different kind of hero. That said, depending on what gets banned, Darius does give some flexibility. I was originally going to play Casual Darius, but because of Lorenthiel's banning picks, I was not able to do that. Oh well. Then Lorenthiel got his two choices, and he selected Advanced Zash, which is just a solid pick. I mean, no matter what rage deck you're building, Advanced Zash is never bad. Basic Zash is only better in the most face decks out there. Otherwise, if you want to play Rage, Advanced Zash is really good, so it makes sense for Lorenthiel. And his other pick was Hermelion, which means I'm guessing he wanted to play just Mono Order, which is mostly what he did. Although choosing heroes like this is a little bit telling in what you want to do, and it does make the banning a little bit easier. And actually, this is a problem with some of the heroes, like, for instance, Basic Nepharos. Like, if you pick this, your opponent's gonna ban Consume Spirit immediately. So, that's why nobody really wanted to pick this. Anyways, after Lorenthiel made his two choices, I chose Advanced Neva. I wanted to play Hate Bears or Care Bears, if, you know, depending on what he allowed me to do. Alternatively, you can also play the Purple Bears with the Dominion. So there's a lot of options here for this deck, and even though the hero power was nerfed, I think it's still good enough to be a solid foundation of a deck. So I went with Neva. And my other pick was Advanced Despina. The funny thing about this deck is that in the games I've played, not once did I actually activate the hero power. Yeah, I mean, I maybe should have just gone with Coronis. Maybe I should have gone with Coronis, and I probably would have been better off, honestly. But I had this idea where, like, Despina was going to be this end game win condition. Like, if I don't do well enough in the early game and I need more value, you can just search out more creatures, right? But Coronis kind of does the same thing. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to play Advanced Despina. So that's what I chose. And Lorenthiel's final pick was Enoch. So that was really interesting. So that almost always screams demons, which means I considered banning Dark Portal. Now, interestingly, in the 6 heroes that we chose, we ended up not repeating an aspect at all. Now, in the rules, you are not allowed to have multiple heroes of the same aspect, but your opponent can have the heroes of an aspect you have. So if I picked Basic Darius, Lorenthiel could have picked Advanced Darius, but he didn't. And so every aspect is represented. That's really cool. So anyways, with that in mind, so this is my list of favorites. And yeah, I was wondering how many of these would actually get banned, and quite a few were, unsurprisingly. So anyways, we're going to do the bans in order, because the order does matter. So since I got the first hero pick, Lorenthiel got the first ban. And he chose New Horizons, which of course means I can't really play Casual Darius. And it does make control in general a little bit worse because you can't ramp as quickly. But also, this meant that his Advanced Zash was almost certainly going to be like a Burning Rage deck. Or so I thought. At least that was my thinking. But New Horizons is a good pick anyways. Now, my pick was Magi Expedition, but honestly, it doesn't matter what my pick is, because he isn't playing Wisdom at all. I just ban a random card. So, just any card that I'm not going to run. I just picked Magi Expedition, but you could have picked, I don't know, anything. Like Snowstorm. It doesn't matter because I'm the only player playing Wisdom. The next pick was mine, and I chose Word of Fire because I thought that would be the best hit against what I thought would be his deck. It was between this and Burning Rage, and ultimately I decided that hitting Word of Fire also hurts Burning Rage, so it's the better pick. The only other alternative would have been, yeah, either Flame Serpent if you want to weaken aggro, or like hit a 1-drop or something. But I went with Word of Fire. And then he chose Lightning Totem. Again, he's the only one playing Rage, so he just picked up like a whatever card, right? Like an irrelevant card that he wasn't going to run. The next two picks were very interesting. He went with Order, and he chose Instill Life. This really shocked me, honestly, because I was sure he was going to play that Mono Order Knight Order deck with, like, you know, Namir, Cavalry Field, and all this craziness. And Instill Life was a great card in that deck, but he hit Instill. So that got me wondering exactly what is that intends to do with the Order deck, but it's made things easier for me because that meant I didn't have to hit Instill, which is a card I considered. So I went with Cavalry Field Captain because I thought that that would hurt him. That would hurt his deck all as well, because if you're playing Mono Order, you're playing Cavalry Field Captain. The card is just too good not to play. So that I think ended up helping me quite a bit. At least I thought it was a good idea. Next picks were Corruption, and I went with Consume Spirit over Dark Portal. I considered Dark Portal, and I think it would have been a good pick, but in that case, I think he would have just played like a mono Corruption zombie deck, and that's not too much fun. But hitting Consume weakens Demons just as well, because that is a card they rely on quite a bit. So without Consume, I thought I could handle Demons. Little did I know what was in store for me. Oh yeah. And then he chose, actually I don't have it on the list, but he chose Reanimate. Very strange. I thought he would just choose whatever. He admitted later that he made a mistake, that he would like to have run Reanimate in his deck. You'll see why. And so he would have just chose a random card. But honestly, again, because he's the only one running Corruption, he would just hit whatever he wants. But hitting Reanimate does have the point of preventing me from playing a Reanimator deck. Maybe, I guess, it makes some sense. Because Basic Darius could play a Reanimate deck just as easily. So that must have been his thinking. But at the end of the day, it didn't go over very well for him. Anyways, for Nature, let me just swing over real quick, because his choice surprised me. He chose Summoner Druid. Not Outbreak, not Niena. He chose Summoner Druid. And he explained to me later this was to basically make any bear variant, specifically the purple bear variant, weaker. But what's weird is I wasn't even considering running this card at all. So I thought, okay, good for me. I mean, maybe Summoner Druid is good in purple bears, but again, I wasn't going to care about that. And because he didn't ban like Sculptor or Noxious, I could just play Hate Bears, which is what I ended up doing. So I didn't care about this at all. And I chose Elgoron again. I just chose a whatever card because it didn't matter. And Corruption, he chose Cataclysm, of course. Makes sense. Actually, I had the first pick, but I knew he was going to pick Cataclysm because why wouldn't he? I'm the only one playing Dominion, so giving me access to Cataclysm is bad. So knowing that he was going to pick that, which he did, I made a strange choice, and I hit Spoiled Aristocrat. Which, honestly, it was between this and just hitting like a random card. And I was worried that maybe he might try to be cute with his Hermelian deck and try to play like a Super Smork variant or something. And I just didn't want to deal with this card. But nothing like that happened. And maybe I could have used it. So this was a weird choice. I just didn't know what to do. So I just went to Spoiled Aristocrat. So anyways, with that in mind, we started deck building. So here are the 3 decks that I played. Again, if you want to just skip this, go to the games, just look in the description. My first deck was the Hate Bears. I mean, he let me use it, so I thought I will use it, right? Now, Hate Bears has been nerfed because Landslide is not really very good anymore. It actually wouldn't have been that bad against his cards, but I chose not to run it. And of course, the hero power is less good, so deck is worse. But I went with it anyways. So what I went with, there we go, double Death Trap. I don't have mixed feelings about this card. I just put in 2 just to have it. 3 Gurkha Tribe Shamans. I've seen this card played in Care Bears, and it's actually not that bad. The extra buff is pretty nice, and the fact that it comes out, it's very similar to Cavalry Field Captain in what it does. It's a little bit worse, but I mean, let's face it, Cavalry Field Captain is completely ridiculous, and this card is still good. And if you play Reverence, you can still play him for 1 mana and draw a card and put him under something, so it's a nice little way to control the board early on. 4 Outbreaks. I only ran 1 mana spells in this deck, and Outbreak is really good. 3 Moonlight Patrol. It's a really solid card, actually. And, you know, it's a flyer, and it can become a 3/3 when it needs to. It's just solid 2 mana card. Ancient Treant, the big beat stick. As I understand, he often isn't even used, but I had some spare room with the lack of Landslide, so I thought, why not? 4 Noxious because it's an insane corruption card. 4 Vermin because it synergizes with Flesh Sculptor and, you know, Reverence. It's really good. 4 Survivors, you know, synergy with Sculptor, protects you early on. Yeah. A single Vulture, I never actually drew it, but the idea of the Vulture is to give you some late game plays where you start running out of cards. It may not even be necessary anymore because since you can't Reverence for like 8 anymore, you probably won't be at the risk of running out of cards, but I thought having 1 Vulture couldn't hurt. Then 2 Swamp God Emissary. I actually really like this card because there's a lot of targets it can bring back. And you pay 5 mana, but you get your money's worth. And it's a pretty good value card. You get a 3/2 body on the board, and you can get a Mesmerizing Spirit, you can get a Plague Vermin, you can get a Vulture, you can get a Survivor. A lot of good targets. Just a good value card. But I wouldn't run more than that because you can't really get the value until like later on. Triple Ghoul, just a useful beat stick in general. I thought it's good enough to put in. 4 Flesh Sculptor is the main reason you run Corruption. Well, one of the main reasons. It's just you get a lot of ridiculous synergy with the zombies. That said, I do believe it's a little bit worse than it used to be because of the 2/3 Tortured Orc who free kills zombie legionnaires. And that sucks. It really sucks when that happens. And also the Rakshi Berserker, the 2/3 with 1 speed that has Swift, also free kills zombie legionnaires. So yeah, I went with it anyways, but I could see not even trying it. I mean, I think like any other version of Bears is probably just as capable as this one. But I went with this one. Maybe I should have played Purple Bears because that deck was fun. Anyways, 4 Spirits. It's a target for the Emissary. Discarding your opponent's cards is always useful. And you have the Bounce Shrine to bounce it and be even more obnoxious. And then 19 Shrines. I just used 2 Enchanted Springs because you can bounce a creature and replay it with Reverence active to draw an extra card if you don't have enough. You can bounce back Vultures and Spirits and even Swamp God Emissary for extra value. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cookie cutter. It's a little... I don't think it's the same version as the one you see on Ladder, but I liked it. And yeah, it did well enough. My second deck was my favorite. This was the Mono Wisdom thing, I guess, that I made. I had basic Darius, and I wasn't sure what to do with him, so I just went with this deck. This is the only one of the 3 decks I actually tested somewhat, and it did well enough that I thought it should hold its own pretty well. So it's a pretty standard energy themed deck. You've got 4 Orides because it's like the best card for the energy decks in general. Ridiculous synergy across the board. 4 Disquisitive Spirits. You don't have Horizons anymore, and you need a 2-drop, and I mean, it's either this. I mean, 2-drop besides Runelit. So it's either this or the Subordinate. But the Subordinate, I just don't think is that good. It can get extra speed. But because there's so much freezing in this deck, the 1 damage and flying and the card draw, I think is just overall more valuable. 4 Power Discharge. This card's really good, actually. It can freeze creatures, which is really solid. And, you know, you draw a card, so more card advantage. And it's just really versatile. Sometimes you do go for the shock. Sometimes you go for the freeze. Sometimes you just go for the damage. Really good card. 4 runelets, because runelet after charged aura is pretty unfair. And so if you're running Mono Wisdom, you have to use it, because why wouldn't you? That being said, it's a little bit less unfair than it used to be, because you now have things like Arrow Barrage that can kill it, and Soul Flames can kill it. So it's not as bad, but still pretty nasty. Triple Lightning Elemental. I added this card because since Lorenthiel wasn't going to play Mutant or anything like that, I thought the extra shock combined with the 4 speed makes for a really solid card, actually. In the testing that I did in both Ranked and Friendly, this card performed pretty well. I even had a game against like a Hate Bear player, or was it a Care Bear player, where I got 2 of these on the board, and they literally did all the damage by just constantly attacking, because my opponent couldn't kill them or attack them or anything. So yeah, it's a solid card, honestly. 4 Flash Freeze, it's really good. It's an instant, it can help you kill big things. Good synergy with Power Discharge. Just really good card. 4 Force Mage Protectors. The Bane of Rage decks, very important with Rage. You can get extra shields because of the energy. Very useful card. 4 Foundry Engineer, same thing. Powerful synergy with the energy theme. Extra golems on the board. Basically, if your opponent doesn't have removal, you just start dropping these on the board, and then the Golem Factory starts, and you just overwhelm them. And it makes a lot of the distributed cards really bad. And because there's no Cataclysm, you don't have to worry about getting board cleared. 4 Library Guards is just a really good creature. No reason not to run it. And then rounding it up, we have 3 Lamps of Zephyr, because if you're playing Mono Wisdom, you can actually play the lamp early. Like, turn 6, you can play and activate a lamp, and it's kind of like a supercharged Haldir Rider. It's a good card. It works really well. You don't run 4 because you can't play it till a little later, but you do want to have several available. It's kind of like your big finisher, and it's much harder to remove. And the last card is Titan. It's the other big finisher, because if you can make him like a 5/5 and put a shield on him, it's really hard to deal with, basically. That's the idea. Yeah, I really liked it. Even though it's the only card you use for 3 aspects, in testing, he definitely did work. So I do like Dust Titan in general. But I suppose, like, if you wanted to take this deck and like make like a budget deck, which I think you could just cut Titan. And 2 Thaumic Laboratory, just extra energy, perfect synergy with everything. So while we're on the subject, in case you want to try this deck, there's not that many rares here. If you cut Titan and you don't ever go to 3 aspects, then the only rares left are Lamp, Runelet, and that's it. There's no other rares. You have 7 rare cards. I mean, you'd replace this with, like, I don't know, like maybe another Lamp, perhaps some other energy creature, maybe Chicken. Oh, Chicken isn't that good, but just whatever other common cards you want. And this deck is probably really cheap to put together, and it's reasonably decent, honestly. So yeah, could be a good budget deck. And my last deck, this deck I kind of just threw together because the day before I had forgotten to do so, and I came home after work with like an hour before I have to play Lorenthiel, and I thought, well, I need a deck. I have advanced Despina. I don't know what to do with her, so I thought I'd just make a mono deck. So this is basically like a tempo mid-range deck, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. And it's mono Dominion. I know it's weird. I mean, you could easily splash something else, but I'm not even sure. You could put in, I guess, blue for Library Guards, but yeah. The whole idea of cloning Vats maybe it wasn't that good, but I like it. Anyways, the deck itself, because Aristocrat is banned, I had the only other 1-drop is Baseborn Recruit, and I still think it's a good card. 4 Vampiric Ashes. This 2-drop is absolutely ridiculous. It can hold its own against any other 2-drop. It can even kill some 2-drops. Ridiculously good defensive card. Cloning Vat. The idea is here to use it with not Sanctum. Stronghold Metropolis is basically extra card draw, but you can even just use it to summon the 2/3 orcs as extra bodies, and it's good. Like, it helps out. Although I didn't really actually get to use it because the games were over quickly. 4 Soul Flames. This card has become like the default removal spell because it kills everything unlike Assassinate, and you can even use it to heal. Of course, the problem is that sometimes if you're getting beaten down, paying extra life isn't going to help you. But because Dominion has life gain, I think this card is excellent. 4 Assassins. That's the other ridiculous 2-drop. Like, you have like the best 2-drops possible. Assassin and Vampiric Ashes. What can I say? Champion of the Revolt searches out the couple slaves that are in the deck. That's just a good value card in general. I like to have it. 2 Prinhas. This is extra removal, also just a really powerful value card because we're not going for aspects, we're not playing Karthus. Yeah, so Prinha. What can I say? 3 Slave Gladiators, good search for the Champion of the Revolt, also good platform for Devious Plot if you need it. Just a tempo play otherwise, and yeah, like if you, like early on, just getting it out for 0, you can get a really big board presence early on. But it's not like super important. 2 Devious Plots, just extra removal in addition to Soul Flames and Prinha. Works well with Helm, which this deck has 4 off, by the way, so yeah. 4 Minotaurs, the big beatstick of the deck. I mean, it's a 5/5, right? It's pretty powerful. Yes, I know it's searchable with the champion, but basically, if you're not losing on the board, this guy will make you win on the board. And again, without Cataclysm, this guy's not that easy to kill. They could play Ray of Righteousness, but that's a 1-for-1. And if they don't, and you have Vampirism, your opponent's going to be really sad. 4 Helms. I picked 4 Helms because since Lorenthiel wasn't playing Wisdom, he wasn't going to have Gnome Power Engineer. And other than that, how does he deal with Helm, right? Herald of Despair in his Enoch deck, maybe? That's about it. So I thought, yeah. I mean, he could have Fireworker, which he used. But nonetheless, Helm, I think, was the right choice. Could have played Enslave, but I expected him to play more higher aspect stuff, which interestingly he didn't even do. So Enslave would have been actually the better card, but not by much, but it's still good. And 3 Vampirisms. The idea is that you establish a board, you drop a Vampirism, and you just can't lose. You just get extra health. Again, okay, yeah, 2 Cathedrals because it's a ridiculous skill shrine. 2 Stronghold Metropolis because it has synergy with that. As I was gonna say, this deck is not like well tested or anything. You could very easily cut the Vats, cut some Minotaurs, and cut Vampirism, and maybe a Helm, and put in Wisdom, 4 Library Guards, and 4 Protectors. And you've got a ridiculously solid mid-game, just all the way across the board. And you're probably fine, honestly. Yeah, maybe even cut some of these. Maybe keep like 2. And I think you'll be just fine. But again, I didn't really think it through all the way. But overall, the deck did okay. For what I thought it was, even though I had no time to test it. Anyways, that's it for the decks. I know it's a lot of talking, a lot of stuff, but I thought you might want to know, just out of curiosity, what I was thinking when I was making these decks. You know, these are not meta decks. This one maybe could actually compete. I think this might even be like a decent tier 2 deck. Not joking. It's solid. Hate Bears is Hate Bears. I almost feel dirty for bringing an almost meta deck. And then this deck, I don't know. Anyways, I don't have Lorenthiel's list, but I can tell you this. He brought some really weird stuff. And that's awesome. I think he went overboard with the fun and crazy aspect, but the games were good, and there were a lot of surprises. So yeah, I thought the challenge was a success, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys next time. The challenge is set. Let's go! Round 1, boys. Alright. Yeah, this is probably okay to keep. I think. So we know he doesn't have Word of Fire. That's good to know. Titan is a bit slow here. We're gonna toss that. I'm a little bit worried here because his deck could be really powerful. Yeah, if he just plays aggro, it's gonna be bad for me. I'm gonna toss the Lightning Elemental. It seems like it's just easy fodder. But the 1 damage ping cards could help keep his board under control. He can't Word of Fire this, and he's not gonna like Firebolt it or anything. That would be just silly. So yeah. Because this isn't like Conquest. If I lose, I have to beat this deck with something. Sure. I mean, avoiding damage is good for me. Card draw is also good for me. Let's see what his 2-drop is. Fireworker, okay. We'll do this. Wonder if he has a Fire Blast. And would he spark a Fire Blast just to clear this? Oh. Dominion. So he's playing the... God, what do you call it? The Rage Dominion Slave deck. Okay. It's a bit of a problem. So killing these guys is pretty pointless, honestly. He needs to activate his stuff. If he had Frenzy, he would have already cleared me here. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to summon a dude. And we will sit. I'm going to save the Flash Freeze to kill his possible champion of the whatever it is. Champion of the Revolt. Really? They can still attack. Yeah, doing that doesn't actually stop the attacks. I didn't think it did, but yeah. So he didn't have an activator yet. But he's just gonna move them back. He's gonna keep the goblin in the front. Okay. Probably gonna want to kill it, honestly. We'll be very careful about how we do this. I could just play power. I'd probably just run this in and play library guards, I think. Yeah. And we gotta start hitting face. He needs an activator, basically. Again, I don't think Lightning Elemental is just gonna do anything. Oh, that could be useful. If I don't lose my whole board next turn. But he can only distribute like 4 damage, so unless he like double frenzies me, I should be fine. I've tried this deck. It's interesting, but I've tried it mostly with Coronas. I mean, if he had Frenzy, he would have just played it, right? And he can't distribute that much damage between his guys. He just keeps putting them in the back. I'm gonna have to start picking these off, honestly, because it's a bit of a problem, the fact that he can just keep attacking. So we're gonna kill this dude. Maybe I should just start board controlling, honestly. I'm not sure. Force Mage Protector would be kind of handy here. Oh, I could just make another Golem. Not sure if that's worth it. Or Power Discharge this dude, and he has to have an activator, which he hasn't shown yet. Or play Lamp. Nah, Lamp is weak. Just sacks the Fire Worker. Probably we'll just go ahead and kill one of these guys. I think it's a good idea to start controlling the board. The question is, what do I do now with my remaining mana? Golems just kind of die to his guys. We'll just power discharge with this. God, I wish I had a flash freeze. Should have saved that flash freeze. No, I'll play this. And I'll shield itself. I doubt he has Assassinate. I don't know if I should play Titan next turn or not. Probably not, actually. I think I should wait until I can power it up so I can shock like several things. Fireball. Well, he does gonna fireball that. Okay. Why not attack the protector here? That seems weird. Why would you let me keep it? If you attack it, then you kill the golem for sure. It's weird. I mean, he can clear the board anytime, that's true. But he clears his board as well. I think I have to save something like Power Discharge to be able to deal with, like... he might have those Minotaurs, I don't know. I'd like to get a big Runelet out, but it's kind of hard. We could actually just get a lamp. Oh no, he can still sack this to kill a lamp. That's the problem. And he can wipe the board anytime. Yeah, I think we actually just... I can use the energy to save the guy. Yeah, we'll do that. Does he? Unless he's like assassinate, but that's like unlikely. It seems very unlikely to include assassinate. Oh. Okay, that's fine, actually. Because that means my lamp is now safe. I have to be wary here of what he might do, when he might activate his hero power. If I play a second Foundry, he'll hero power for sure. Play Runelet here, put it in the back. That might be enough for him to hero power, which I'm okay with, because I can always draw more cards. And you're gonna want to try to set up a really big Titan, so you probably can't remove it. He might have Soul Flames though. Okay, he's gonna Fire Blast the back, which is okay. Oh, he has another Goblin. Dude, that's a bit annoying. So I still can't use my lamp. I can't Titan yet, because I will only be able to shock one thing. And Titan needs to be 4/4 at least, so it doesn't like die for free. Let's just kill that. Play that. Trade these two. And yeah, let's play this Inquisitive Spirit. He hasn't played a Master of the Revolt yet, which is weird. Or a Blood Frenzy. He's drawn no activators. What the hell? Really? What does it do? 2 damage or something? Oh, put an emblem or do 2 damage. Does he have the, Oh, he does have that. Okay. It makes sense that he has that. Can I just kill it? Like, why don't I... What's the problem with me just doing this? Why is he just giving me a creature? Oh, I just distributed 1 damage? I mean, okay. This is like a really weak play. Really, really weak. But we killed this one for sure. Hang on a second. 1 at a time. I'm not sure why he did that. That seemed just to kill like a spirit? I'm gonna draw a card here, actually. I think he might just, well, I have the board right now. And I have a lamp. Actually, he could play a Flame Rune to kill this, right? Does he have like a Phoenix? Oh, he might have Elder to draw a card. Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't care. I really... Okay, okay, you know, no, we're fine. We play Charged Aurite, Titan, and then we power up Titan. And now it's a 5/5 Titan. He has to, like, Dragonfire it, basically, to kill it. He's used two engineers already, so he might have a hard time killing that. What? He does have Dragonfire, okay. That's a bummer. Oh, we have another Titan. Sure. And, just to make sure it doesn't die, we're gonna shield it. And draw a card. Have fun killing that one, Lorenthiel. A 4/4 shielded Titan is like almost unkillable. He has to like send a Fireball and a Dragonfire at it. But then every Dragonfire he sends at that is one he's not sending at my face. So I have lethal in like what? 2 turns? Oh, wait. What's he got? Is that a Flame Rune Warrior? I didn't see what it was. Flame Rune would make the most sense, because Flame Rune with that hero power is kind of like deal 3 damage to something. No. Oh, he has another one. Aw, man. 3 fireworkers already. This guy. But that's okay. I think I got this, because Titan is like, you know, a giant right now. And it's shielded, so... I've got lethal next turn. Yeah, I don't see how he kills this. I don't think I'm gonna wait with the Foundry Engineers until after he hero powers, because he could just clear all my golems. I think I got this. I think it's just a grind right now for him. Okay. So he still can't kill this. Okay, I mean, it's a 7/7. It's not lethal. It is not lethal. But I don't see how he can deal with it. I mean, he can't Soul Flames it. Like, he'd have to send how much removal at it? I could just shield it just to be safe. I just don't think it's even necessary. Like, he's gonna have 3 cards to work with. Yeah, I think this should be safe. I'm gonna play another creature as well, just to have an extra blocker. Like, in case he tries some really weird Swift combo that I just haven't seen. He has a Dragonfire. Look at that. Did he have 2? Wow, he had Dragon. He could have killed the Titan. He could have killed the Titan. Wow. Maybe he could have sent the first Dragonfire at my face. Alright, so we changed decks, and his deck is eliminated. What do we got? We got the Enoch deck against my Hate Bears. This is probably good enough to keep. If this is Demons, Outbreak will be important here. Okay. Sure. I'll trade Vermin. He'll probably just kill it anyways, because otherwise the risk is Flesh Sculptor, and I'd get an extra zombie for free. Wow. Okay, he's actually playing Demons without Consume Spirit. That's courageous. I don't think Mesmerizing is gonna do that much, because card draw is never gonna be an issue, like ever. My goal right now is to survive. Outbreak will be very important to keep the demons at bay. And we'll see if I can beat him. Might be tough. Wow. Oh, it's Mill Demons! Oh my god, it's Mill Demons, guys. It is Mill Demons. So this is the super duper aggressive deck, and basically the idea is next turn I think he would like to play Azarus. Well, I mean, if he has her in hand. I do have to kill these dudes though, that's for sure. Like, that's too dangerous. And let's give him a discard. So the way this ends is, like, he drops an Azarus and then, like, 3 vultures or something and does like ridiculous amounts of damage. So I'm not going to ever attack him because he has to kill me very soon. Because he just took 3. He's gonna take 5 and then 7 and then 9. He's dead in 3 turns. Is he actually going to play Azarus? No, Harpy. Interesting. The question is, do I block this? I don't think so. Because it's not doing damage. He has 1 card only. So this is gonna die. I have extra mana. We'll discard his last card. I feel like I have to save Outbreak for Azarus. But there's no reason for this to attack, really. Okay, I don't think this will even get played. He has no cards in hand. Okay. He takes 5. He is all in at this point. There is no going back. Like, playing Dr. Styx is too slow. So is he going to search out Azarus and play her, is the question. Because that's what I have Outbreak saved for. Specifically that. There's Azarus. Oh, he has another vulture. He discarded 2 vultures, though. That's why I was surprised. Or maybe just 1. Whatever. Yeah, we just bounced that. Again, I take no damage. That's the important thing. And I think he's dead just because he's dead in like 2 turns. And he still hasn't done any damage to me. Doesn't matter how much he mills. Like, that's irrelevant. So he gets a little bit of life, but how useful is that? I have to go for mana. I can only play 1 of these. Wow, that sucks. And I don't think it even matters which one's just gonna get killed. But I could play Swamp God next turn and like bring something back. Am I even gonna get to Reverence this turn? I mean, this game? Alright, so he's taking 4 plus... Yeah, he's got 6 HP. So he's dead next turn unless he plays Dr. Styx to kill the 4 damage portal. But then he can't play Azarus. Or maybe he can. He's got a lot of cards. Well, he's searching for 2 demons a turn. There's Azarus. But it's not enough, right? Like, he gets maybe 2 triggers. And nothing is doing damage right now. Yeah, he's dead. He's just dead. He can't kill me. This thing does 2, and the Azarus will do like maybe 7 or something with the mill. And then the portals kill him. Yeah, ambitious. This deck is ambitious, but it's extremely it's just so YOLO. It's even more all in than regular demons. I mean, I'm gonna take, again, and we'll see, like 5 damage, maybe 6. Okay, that's 2. And then like another 3. And just 4 damage, yeah. Like, it's just not enough. But like next turn, I would take how much damage? Like 1, 2, like 4 triggers. Okay. I mean, yeah, he's just dead, right? Doesn't even matter what I pick. This is the hardiest creature. And that's game 2. I didn't think it was. I slightly considered he might play Mill Demons. I just thought it was a little too YOLO. Okay. Final battle. Well, I mean, not the final battle, but he's only down to 1 deck. His 1 deck has to beat all 3 of my decks. Right, Hermelian. Right, it was Hermelian. Okay, we got... Yeah, I mean, Print has really good, so we'll keep her. That sucks. That depends, actually. He cannot play Cavalry Field Captain. That's important. That's a good piece of information. I'll play this because this really challenges the board. The only thing that sucks is that I have like no turn 2. So I have to hope this is enough. Apparently it was. Okay. I'm gonna keep a helm. I don't know, actually. That's useful. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's gonna come in handy. I'll hold for now. I'm just worried he's gonna have like a ridiculous soldier opener and like that I just cannot deal with ever. Oh, he's not actually gonna kill it, but it's okay. It kind of sucks, but so does life. I might need the second Prina to kill a tactician, actually. Assuming I don't just die. I guess I could just attack, right? Like, what's he gonna play? I'm not gonna block this. Yeah. Nah, he could play, like, guards or something stupid like that. Because he didn't play anything on 3. Yeah, we'll just hold, actually. He might have guards. And then if he and if he beelines into tactician, I want to be able to defend against that. Man, that's what devious plot. That's why I'm keeping devious plot, basically. Yeah, like I'm gonna block that. Does he have tactician? Wow. Soul projection. Interesting play. What do I do now? Do I just play another Prinha? I'm definitely gonna want to helm a tactician if it comes down. Oh, that really sucks. Whatever. I guess he can yeah, he can, okay, yeah, we're gonna play Prinha, I think. That's kind of weak. No, we're not gonna play Prinha. We're gonna play this and search this. And do we even play it? Because it might be a good platform for Devious Plot. Yeah, 0 mana platform for Devious. He didn't play Tactician, so he doesn't have it, I guess. Because if he plays Tactician, I get pretty wrecked, right? No, not that wrecked. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, let's do it anyways. Oh, he has Touch of Light. Okay, that might be bad. Okay. What the fuck is... Okay, so this dude is playing, like, all of the soldier stuff. Okay, so he's got some searching going on here. We'll see how many he gets. Probably a lot, actually. I think we just Prinha that, honestly. Oh, I can't because it's protected from targeting. Oh, that's actually kind of lame. Damn it. I don't know what to... Okay, I guess I could have Devious Plot. Stronghold. No, we don't want Stronghold right now. Soul Flames could come in handy. I'll just do this. Nah, he's gonna... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna steal that and just pass. Oh, you can use that to pay for the costs of knights, too. I actually forgot about that. Nobody, like, plays this card. Okay, so he's using it to search. Looks like he got one. Vanguard. But I think I'm okay still. Like, if I play Prinha, I don't have to worry about soul projection, because if he soul projections, then it's like a 2-for-1. Vampirism is gonna be handy. Let's kill with this one. And just pop this. I don't think we want vampirism right now. Okay. He can soul projection here, but I'm okay with that. I don't think that Insignia is really that good. It's like he's really trying to make use of it. But he's never gonna attack with 3 creatures again. I don't think. But he is getting some cards. Wow. Double Tactician. That kind of sucks. But he gets crushed by the, well, not crushed, but it's... The Helm is gonna do work here. Yeah, we definitely go up Aspect here. And steal that. I don't think he has, like, any... He might have, like, Ray of Righteousness, but that's, again, 2-for-1. Does he have another Tactician to get a free kill? He has another Tactician! This guy. 3 Tacticians. That's pretty good. I'm gonna need another Helm or something. Actually, I could steal something from his deck, but... Oh, I can play the Minotaur, but... Wait, can I afford to play the Minotaur? Maybe, actually. But then, I kill myself, basically. Oh, I can just steal something from him. I could steal a Felix. What good is that? I'll play this. Shit. Man, that second Tactician. Ray into Tactician was the only answer that he could have had, and he had that. Damn it. I needed more Helms. I sent one back, maybe I should... What the fuck? Dude, this guy. He's drawn every single Tactician. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think I can come back. I mean, I can't beat 4 Tacticians. Unless I get 4 Helms. Soul Flames. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I take 5 from killing 1 Tactician. I mean, I basically have to do it. It takes away a ton of damage, but still. Yeah, he wins this. That 4 Tactician. I can't beat 4 Tacticians in a row. Alright. So, Lorenthiel is still in the game. His Hermelian deck is the only one standing. I really like... Oh, alright. Okay, we got an alright. That's good. And he didn't get a 1-drop. That's also good. Only problem is we don't seem to have any follow-up here. I guess I have to play like a Lightning Elemental. Okay, saving guards. I have like no play. Wow, that sucks. No play at all. No guards either. Wow. Okay, there it is. There is something. Alright, that's pretty good. Actually, wait, Tactician would fuck me up, right? No, I can't attack it. And Soul Projection does... Actually, Soul Projection would clear. Okay, he does have that. Let's have a Tactician. I think I just play Lightning Elemental, to be honest. And kill the Tactician. I want to keep the energy on the Aurite, though. For sure. Because it's going to make for, like, a monstrous Foundry Engineers. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care. Because, I mean, it's not like he can clear these anyways. But Library Guards can do a lot of clearing. It's a dangerous proposition. Ah, fuck that. think this is just too good. Library Guard's just so much board presence here. Because without Cavalry Field Captain, he has almost no way to get to 3 speed. And I do have the energy. Oh. Well, Soul Projection is a thing. That's alright, actually. No, I'll just play these two, I think. Yeah. But once I get enough golems on the board, he won't be able to do anything. Yeah, there is that. It's a soldier deck, basically, with Hermelian. So I do have to watch out for, like, double attacks and stuff. These tacticians. God damn it. Like, his deck is literally relying entirely on these things. I mean, he got 4 last time. And I only got... Well, I got 2 helms. I sent 1 back. I didn't think I'd need to deal with that many. We're gonna want to save Titan for Alright turn. Let's get some of these going. Let's get a Library Guards. Yeah, let's get Force Mage. Does he have another guards? He does! Oh boy. Here comes another tactician, by the way. Just, it's coming. And it's not that. Oh no, actually it's pretty bad because he's become 3/3s and I basically just lose. Yeah, I think if he tacticians, I just can't come back anymore. Like, his board is going to be just too large. But I mean, I've already killed 1. This is the 2nd. Like, come on. Is he gonna, like, projection that? Oh, Jesus. 10. How much health do I even have? 7, 9. 13. So I get to keep 3 creatures. Oh, I mean, these guys will just die. I should have used it. I definitely want to keep this guy with the shield. That's 8. 1 more. Alright, so be it. Wait, they get exhausted too? Oh, they get exhausted. Well, that sucks. I actually forgot about that. Too many tacticians is the problem that I'm having right now. I have to play charged Alright Titan, basically, to stop him from just killing me straight up. I have to kill the tactician, or I just, like, instantly lose. Like, the moment he plays a 2nd tactician. I mean, I may already be losing, actually, but... Oh, no! Oh my god, the misclick. Are you joking? I lose the game now. Like, literally just lost. Wow. That's... Yeah, I just lost the game because of this misclick. That is the most... This is the most disappointing game I've ever lost. Oh my god. That literally just took a part of my soul. Like, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. But, oh my god. This is like one of the most painful losses I've ever had. I mean, I kind of want to get a... Nah, fuck that. Just kill this crap. That, oh my god. I don't even have words for that. It was just like... Yeah, now I feel just bummed out. Like, I basically had it in the bag. I'm guessing he has Touch of Light here. Oh, we can't risk that. Maybe he was bluffing it, but I can't really assume that. Wow, he doesn't anyways. Seems bad. Like, it's like I just 2-for-1'd him. Unless he really wanted that ability just gone. But I feel like this guy's gonna do a lot of work. I basically just have to keep... If I can keep his board under control, I can win. Can't block that. So he's got touches of light. He can't activate the stupid memorial yet. He could play guards. Can't really prevent that. Actually, I can. Wait, does he have another touch of light? What are the odds he has a second one? Like, if I kill it, it's huge. I'm gonna take the risk. I've been pretty unlucky so far. No, that just dies. He has 2 guards? Really? Wow. 2 guards. It's like every game he gets as many guards. Like, here comes Tactician. Oh, wow, no. No, he gets to play Tactician. Here it comes. Like, every game he's had it on curve. This is so annoying, man. I need, like, Noxious Fumes or something, or Outbreak to just, like, totally wreck him. Okay, so he's telegraphing that he doesn't have Touch of Light. I mean, it'd be really fucking unlucky if he had that. Oh, that is just glorious right now. Glorious top deck. I'm just gonna get rid of his last card. I don't even care what it is. Oh, that's really funny. That Soul Projection is an interesting thing. I'm gonna begrudgingly toss a Ghoul here. We got an Emissary. We can bring back a Vermin. I'd like to bring back a Spirit, though, if possible. Top deck Tactician. Well, alright then. Vermin. That's pretty good, actually. I could trade with Tactician here. Otherwise, what's his play? How does he proceed? Well, he thinks he can put another counter on something. But otherwise, I could just wait for a Sculptor and get the mega trades. And, like, sack the Spirit and make him discard something. Nah, nah, fuck that. Killing Tactician is just too good. Tactician is, like such a powerful card. It's insane. And we get another body on the board as well. So I think we got this in hand. Unless he just top decks nothing but Tactician. But I think even then I should be fine. So this is the deck that has to carry. Oh, that's okay. I can definitely see he's playing some funsy. Well, I can bring this back. I think I'd rather bring back a Spirit, honestly. Because it discards. Oh, he's gonna go for double kill? That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I'd rather save the HP, honestly. Okay. Just freeze that. And that way, if he top decks a Tactician, it's not that big of a deal. This should be able to protect the Sculptor, and then Swamp God can just bring back more stuff. If you look at the top two, what are the odds of actually getting one? Probably really high. I'd wager at least 75% to get it. Assuming all of his guys are soldiers and knights, which I probably are. Can he put more counters? What's in his graveyard? Yeah, there's more soldiers. I'll just play it. Just get rid of his last card. Yeah, at this point, it's over. He can't come back on the board. And if soldiers have no board, they just can't do anything. And so ends the first challenge. I just barely managed to beat him 3-2. But, some interesting decks. Lorenthiel definitely went for the really weird stuff. The slave deck was okay, but the Mill Demons is just like, I don't know. I have yet to see Mill Demons like actually win, and that's because it's so easy for them to die. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll do the next one as soon as I can, as soon as I find a good opponent. And I'll see you guys next time.